hell? I did not stop that stream. I did not mean to. I don't know what happened there. Okay? I hope people join again, because I'm still going. I don't know why that live stream just ended. I have no freaking clue. I'm just gonna wait for anybody else to join. You guys, what the hell? I was going to town there, and YouTube was like, we don't like that. We don't like what you're doing right now. We don't. All right, I'm just gonna wait for anybody to come back on. All right, you guys. Hey, hello. I know, what the hell was that, you guys? What was that? Seriously, all of a sudden it was just you guys were gone. I'm sorry. What happened? You guys, I didn't stop it. It literally was just YouTube. They said she's going too hard. They said we gotta get her out of here. She's going too hard. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Hi, Dimitri. Welcome back. I know, Angel, freaking YouTube. What the hell was that? I was just about to pull up my computer. Because what the hell was that? Seriously. YouTube doesn't let us rant anymore or what? Now I don't even remember what I was saying, but I'm pissed. I don't know. They're probably like, she's talking too much shit. She has to go. Stupid. I'm sorry, you guys. I did not stop the live, so I don't know. Unless I accidentally hit a button or something, but I was just scrolling through the comments, so I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry, you guys. I swear, too. Most of you already know this, but I swear every time I do something, like, you know, I stream, there's always some sort of technical problem. So, yeah. Dimitri, Wentz needs help, not gonna lie. Well, he's done now. He's done. His career's done and dusted. So, I think he was going to be like the end-all be-all for the Vikings? Absolutely not. No. But at this point, Thursday, I felt so bad for him. Like, so bad for him. And now, with the news that he has to have surgery and that he's going to be done, it's like, well, you literally gave your all to the team that you grew up cheering for. So, you know, I don't know. That was probably somebody within the Vikings organization that was like, there goes Jade again, you guys. We better get in there. We got to stop her. They do that. They're always listening. Maybe somebody in Kevin's camp was listening and they're like, we need to get her to shut up. Anyway, I shan't shut up. I'll shut up when I'm good and ready to. Thank you. Anyway, that's just my own, like, hypothetical theory on it all. But seriously, you guys, I did not mean to stop that stream. It just ended. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, stream highlights, here we go. Like, I didn't end anything. I was just getting going, and you took it away. So, anyway, let's see. I thought he would carry, but not now. You know, I originally kind of had that hope, too, that he maybe would carry the Vikings on a wayward son, right? Some Kansas action in there. But after seeing, you know, a couple of games, it's clearly, you know, he was at a peak. And that it just is what it is. He was who he was, and that's it. Like, you know, nothing gained, you know, just kind of can take the ball, throw a couple passes. Was he going to lead the team to the promised land? No. But you know what? He did what he was asked. Because what was the plan? What is the plan? They went all in with McCarthy, with the little angel baby. Okay? And when things happen with the little angel baby, the team, they don't know how to adjust. They don't know how to, oh man, oh, something, you know, when somebody goes off script, they're over there like frozen. They can't improv. They can't do it. Again, like I was saying in the other stream before I got cut off, like, if your plan was JJ McCarthy and hey, he gets injured, something happens, instead of talking to everybody like we're freaking idiots, making up, you know, these smoke and mirror lies about everything, just admit it. Hey, it's not going to plan and we have to adjust. Like, again, I myself personally would have so much more respect if they would do that, but they just choose not to. Angel, Jade, how many more years Vikings hang on to KOC? Ugh. Well, they just re-signed him. I think he's on an extension. Let me look, because I got my computer over here. Let me pull it up and look. I want to say it's like 2 or 3 more years, honestly. And the thing is, today too, what I was listening, I heard the news because I was listening to because I just got done with work. I heard the news because I was listening to KFAN radio. I was listening to Dan Barrero's show, and he's the one that I heard the breaking news from. So, God, I had a point to saying this. I forgot what it was. Let me see here. I forgot what I was going to say with that. Damn it. It'll come back to me. QT, I'm sorry. I don't know what that says. I wish I could translate that. I guess I maybe could, but I'm not sure what that says. Let's see. All right, so O'Connell signed a multi-year contract extension with the Vikings in January. It's about $15 million annually. Here's what I was going to say before I continue with that. So when I was listening to Dan Barrero's show before I came on here, that's again how I got the news. And he was saying, like, if Mike Zimmer had done this, for example, like, it would have been a completely different thing, right? People have been like, oh, Zim, meh. But now, for whatever reason, Kevin O'Connell is also in this, like, protective bubble, too. Just like McCarthy. They got McCarthy in this McCarthy-mobile, right? Like, similar to the Pope-mobile, right? Like, just this bubble, this protective bubble, right? So, oh, you cut the meeting. It starts tomorrow. There you go. All right. Nice. Got to reschedule a meeting. But yeah, if this was like Mike Zimmer, for example, oh, you guys know for sure. People have been pissed. Like, well, Zimmer did that. Do. All right. I'm going to be right back. Hold on. I have to go get a power cord. Thanks for hanging with me. And then I'm going to break down this contract extension. I'm just going to get a longer power cord. Hold tight. Actually, I could take you with me, but I'll be back. Also, everybody, Gigi sends her regards. All right, I'm back. Okay, Gigi sends her regards, everybody. Dimitri, so you can watch me? Well, I feel very flattered. Thank you. And, if you're the CEO, you can just do what you want, right? Also, I find it really funny that in the last, 2 days, now I'm just going rogue, you guys. This is just a rogue stream, okay? But, now in the last couple of days, I've lost, 4 subscribers on my channel, which is weird. But whatever. Okay. Now I'm over here, so I can see my computer. I'm going to raise the roof over here. Okay. I also don't want to be blinded. Now it's too dark in here. Let's see. Millionaire Momentum. I like that name. Hello. How you doing? What's going on? Dimitri. Oh, the Vikings. Yeah. Their ship. Okay. They hit the iceberg a while ago. All right. They hit the freaking iceberg a long time ago. And honestly, I'm just over it. I'm really over them right now. The majority of people know that I really lost it. Diehard Vikings fan my whole life, right? I was born into it. And the whole Case Keenum thing, it really put a bad taste in my mouth. And they haven't done anything to right that wrong since. So to me, I'm just like, you guys are doing nothing. You're doing nothing. And again, it comes down to ownership, in my opinion. Okay. So let's see. Back to Kevin O'Connell's contract. Let's see. It doesn't say. This is just the AI overview. Let me go to an actual web page to see how long it is. Freaking Kevin. And another thing I've been saying, you guys, this is part of the problem. Okay? Kevin O'Connell gets in his own damn way because he wants to live vicariously through the team and through the quarterbacks because he was a quarterback that never officially got to play, right? So now he's like, that's what he is doing. He gets in his own damn way with that. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're not going to win a game for well, they have to play Detroit on Sunday. So, yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be a minute, but I don't know. Just with the latest news, and again, just after Thursday night's game and what I saw, and just, it's just shameful. They should be ashamed of the way that they handled the Wentz situation. They really should be ashamed. And it's like, well, McCarthy, here you go. All right, here you go. Okay, go out now. Go out now, you little angel cherub. Get out there. Spread your wings and fly, okay? Anyway. Hi, Sin. How you doing? Hey. Thanks, everybody, for joining. This is really just kind of like a rogue stream. My original one was going, and then it got cut off. I don't know. I guess I was getting a little too spicy in here or something. So YouTube cut me off, but yeah. C-Mac, KOC was Tom Brady's backup in New England. Well, there you go. That explains it. He's just been waiting ever since. Yeah. And somebody said this on the stream on Thursday too. And I mean, I think if like there would be some situation where Kevin O'Connell he'd be like, I'll suit up, get me out there. Like, I totally think when like the Pasternaut was here and that whole stuff, like it was just, we were like one bad snap away from KOC, just like, I'll put on a helmet, I'll put on a uniform, let me get out there. Let me do it, okay? Hey, Too Evil, how you doing, man? I think the Vikings can secure 10 more losses. I think they're treading that direction. Yeah, I think they are. And seriously, you guys, this is why we have to have backup teams, okay? As a Vikings fan, again, as an adult, I have a backup team to root for. Because when the Vikings are done and dusted, and they usually are pretty soon, like, I gotta cheer for somebody else, okay? To keep things interesting. I guess I don't have to, but I do. Let's see. Dimitri, the Vikings are getting crushed. Oh, 100%. Yeah. And you know what, too? Maybe, well, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the ownership responds to all of this. Because again, at the end of the day, it's a business, and they're the owners of the team, and they're the ones that make all the decisions. So, you know. But, okay, Kevin O'Connell, contract extension details. Too Evil, maybe if you're still on, do you know how long his, Kevin O'Connell's contract is for now after he signed his extension? C-Mac, I think the Purple visit Seattle, play, they do. Yeah, they do. Go Sammy, okay? That's my Darnie, all right? I'm cheering for him. I'm definitely cheering for Sam Darnold. My backup teams right now, you guys, they're Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, and Denver. So those are my backups for this season. But yeah, let's see. Did Kevin O'Connell get a contract extension? Let's see. Head coach Kevin O'Connell agrees to multi-year contract deal. Let me see how many articles I have to click on before I find the right one. This one is from the NFL, and it's literally right after he signed. So let's see. O'Connell was set to enter the final year of his original contract with the club. That would have been this year. Maybe they should have just left it at that, okay? Yeah, no, he did. I'm trying to figure out for how long. I thought it was like 3 years. Oh gosh. Let's listen to this. So this is from back in January. This is from the NFL.com. Quote, Kevin is exactly who we believed him to be when we named him as our head coach. An innovative play caller, an excellent communicator, and a strong leader, my ass, who motivates and connects with his players, Vikings owner President Mark Wolf said in a statement. He has helped establish a culture. Oh, what? A culture of a bunch of babies? It's a freaking daycare center is what it is, okay? He helped establish a culture that positions us for a sustained success. No. And he will continue to set the standard we need as we pursue a championship for Vikings fans. No. All right. No. Let's see. Where are the actual details of the frickin' thing? Of the contract? Let's see. Oh, so that'll just give us a bunch of quotes, but it's not going to say how. I think it was like 2 or 3 years. I think we're stuck with him for like 2 or 3 years. Let's see. Yes, Corey, I did used to like the Bills Mafia. I did. They're not on my backup team any longer because all the former Vikings players are gone. That's kind of why I tend to like go with those teams. If nobody noticed, there was kind of a little bit of a theme there. But yeah, I mean, I like the Mafia of it all. You know, I'm a fan of that. Like, I like Boardwalk Empire is one of my like favorite shows. So I like the whole like Mafia part of it all. But yeah. Dimitri, KOC doesn't deserve extension in your opinion, right? Yeah, and if we could just go back in our time machine, right? But you know, and this again is why, in my opinion, it goes back to ownership because they got what they wanted. My computer just died. They got what they wanted, okay? Because Kevin O'Connell, and this is why, again, shout out to James, who came up with the nickname Kevin O'Connell. Because it's just so perfect, because that's all he does. He coddles. That's all he does. And he's not the first one, right? Like, the Vikings, as an organization, as a team, for as long as I've been a fan, they have never been leaders. They have never been ones in games to go for the jugular and just start the game strong, and we're going to come in for the attack, okay? And we're going to lead the way, and we're going to keep our foot on the gas the whole entire time. They do not do that. They don't do that. So, who do the fingers really need to be pointed at? Ownership, okay? Ownership, in my opinion. C-Mac. Stephon Diggs scored for the Patriots yesterday. His first touchdown there? Really? Yeah, Stephon. Okay, and here's the thing with Stephon Diggs. I mean, not that it's any of my business or whatever. Why did that just turn off? Now it's too bright. You guys, I always have so many technical problems. And every time I say, this is the last technical problem I'm going to have. And if I keep saying it, it'll come to fruition, right? But yeah, good for Stephon Diggs. He's having a baby with Cardi B, and I guess he's got like 6 kids or something. I don't know. He's got a handful of kids. Okay, Vikings. Let's go to CBS and try to find that. O'Connell, blah blah blah. Oh, and then he also won Coach of the Year too. So of course they're not going to fire him. Let's see. Grim Reaper, Jade, what social media do you use? I use YouTube, obviously. I am still on Twitter. I put that in the description of my lives. My Twitter will be on there. And I am on Instagram, but I don't really post much on there. But I'm at a hip hip lady on both. So on Twitter, at a hip hip lady. On Instagram, at a hip hip lady. But if you do go back to my lives, I should have the links in there. And then I do have a TikTok account, but it's not mine. It's for my dog. But if you want to follow Gigi on TikTok, her name is Good Girl Gigi on TikTok if you want to follow. But I was going to start putting the TikTok, Gigi's TikTok in the description too if you guys want to follow her on there. Let's see. Dimitri, do you think Wentz? Oh gosh, no. I think he's done. I think this shoulder surgery he's having, in my opinion, and again, just hearing a little bit about it, I think he's done. Like, his career's done. Too Evil, Carson Wentz is out for the season. Yep. That's the whole point of the rant, Too Evil. I got done, and after work, I came right on here. There was another stream I had going, and then YouTube just stopped it. But I was ranting over on that one too. Hey, William, how you doing? Hello. Good to see you. Wentz might up as a backup somewhere, not with the Vikings though. Yeah, I would, like, if Wentz is able to come back after this, like, I don't think so. In my humble opinion, I think his career is done. I think he's done. I mean, he was a full-on Frankenstein on Thursday. You right? Unless, What was that guy's name? The the guy that made Frankenstein. Dracula? No. Who's the guy that like made Frankenstein? Okay. So, anyway. Hi, good girl Gigi. Yeah, she says hi. She's over on the sofa. I'll tell her you say hi, Corey. You're too old for TikTok? That's fair. Yeah. I just made one for Gigi just recently. Like, I just made it for her. I started a TikTok for the YouTube channel for myself a couple years ago, but I just really, I deleted it. And then I just have one just for Gigi now. So if you want to get on there, feel free. But everybody's on TikTok, I feel like. The people that I know that use TikTok the most are all older than me. Like all my aunts and uncles and stuff. Like my one aunt, she's like, that's how I get all my news. You know, which is fine. Hey, John, how you doing? Good to see ya. Dimitri, that's true. Evil, he's going to be on a different team, a backup if he comes back. Yeah, and if I was Wentz, okay, I'd be freaking pissed. I'd be pissed off. I mean, yeah, he got paid or whatever. I guess I don't remember how much he made. But if I was Carson Wentz, shit, I'd be pissed. Be like, oh, Gigi heard her name. She's coming. You lay it on the line, okay? You're almost pancaked out there. You're literally almost taken off on a gurney because the head coach won't pull you out because he's too freaking got his head up his own ass, whatever the hell it is, okay? And then he's letting his freaking quarterback just freaking die out there, okay? But, and here's the thing, you guys, too. If the angel, okay, if the little cherub angel was cleared to play, which he was on Thursday, why the hell did they just not start him on Thursday? Okay? I get it. You want to make sure he's fully ready to go, off his injury, whatever. You know what? You guys already went all in with McCarthy. So do it. That's another problem I have with the Vikings. Oh, okay, we're going to do that. Oh, no, we're not going to do that, though. We're going to say this is what we're going to do, but when, our ass is to the fire, we're not actually going to do it. Like, shut up. Get out of here. I'm talking to the team, not to you guys. Let's see. Ryan, hey, did you see the picture of KOC's clone from our praise band? No. Did you send that to me on Twitter, Ryan? If you sent it to me on Twitter, I haven't been on in a while. Let me go look. Did you send it to me over there? I didn't see that. Oh, wait, here. Ryan, I just saw it. It's like Twitter heard me talking about you. Okay, Ryan posted, I think KOC is oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, that does really kind of look like him, Ryan. It really does, especially from that angle. Yeah, it's his twin. I mean, Kevin O'Connell is a twin, so, or he's a Gemini, so that is the twins in astrology. Let's see. Grim Reaper, Baron von Frankenstein, Prince Carson Frankenstein. Yeah. So anyway, it's just like, you know what? So that was the whole point of my rant today, of me just coming on, is because I heard the news about Carson Wentz. And again, did I think, Carson's is going to lead us all the way? No. But the way that the Vikings and the coaching staff, just the organization treated him on Thursday, it seriously reminded me of the Case Keenum situation. Different, but similar, where they're going to use and abuse and then throw you away. But what is that after all, right? That's what often happens in business. It does. But it just really, really, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And again, what they did with Case Keenum, okay, you're not going to bring him on for another year because he's not exactly who you wanted him to be, even though he just proved that he's capable of doing that, leading the team to a 13-3 season. You say, oh no, Case, actually, shoo, get the F out of here. And then they're going to bring in Pizza Ranch Boy, and what the hell did that do? Oh, we're only missing a quarterback. The quarterback is the one missing piece. You had a freaking quarterback. You had one named Case Keenum. All right? Was he like the best ever? No. Did he have moxie? Did he get along with everybody on and off the field? Does that actually help with the team and the culture of a team and having a winning team? In my opinion, yeah. And then what did they do? They got rid of that and they brought freaking Robot Boy in. And the coach at the time, Mike Zimmer, knew exactly what was going to happen. They were going to go nowhere. That's also what Stephon Diggs knew. He knew after playing with that cat for about a year, we're not going anywhere with Pizza Ranch Boy on this team. So I got to get out of here because I want to go win somewhere else. I want to go win because this team is just going to support whatever the hell Pizza Ranch Boy does. Okay? So then the team, we're missing a quarterback. They bring in the missing piece, okay, Pizza Ranch Boy, and then what did they do after that? Well, we gotta build a line around Kirk. He doesn't have any protection. I thought he was the only missing piece. It's a bunch of bullshit lies, and I'm over it. And they just did it again. I'm done. All right. Let's see. Put a Vikings hat and hoodie, dead ringer for KOC. Yeah, for real, Ryan. Yeah. Corey, I can hardly wait to see what they say on Purple Daily. I know Declan on there couldn't stand Wentz. Not sure how Mackie and Judd will react to this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I will watch their channel. I will watch Purple Daily. I like to listen to their vent line because I like to hear what all the people have to say, so I will tune in. I usually won't watch it live. I'll usually watch it later. But then I also will watch, I like Judd the best out of the three of them. And I will watch when Judd talks to Chip Scoggins because I like Chip's perspective, too. So I'll kind of check them out, like Judd and Chip when they have them on, and I'll watch their vent line. But other than that, I don't really, watch, everything that they do. But I do know of them, obviously, and have watched their channel before. They should have me on their channel, honestly. And I never get to call into their vent line because I'm usually doing my own stream. But if they ever want to have me on, talk a little astrology and have a little esoteric approach, we should start putting out the feelers on there, you guys. They need to get a lady on that show. They do. I could be available. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they have to say. And yeah, and just everybody, to be honest. And I don't know. Again, the majority of you already know that I've been on Kevin O'Connell's ass for quite some time. Where it's like, you can just kind of, you gotta filter through the bullshit that they say, okay? And he's a master at kind of like Kirk, where I think Kirk could be an amazing motivational speaker. I think he could be great at that. I think he could be great in politics, where they just have that air about him. Where it's like, you're literally telling me bullshit right now. You know that that you're telling me bullshit, and you know that I know that it's bullshit. But yet, here you are, still spewing out bullshit. Gigi's over it too. Let's see. Corey or Randy in Cottage Grove. Who's that? He does the Dud and Stud stable. I get a kick out of Duger on there. I don't know them. I don't know who they are. Who are they? You should go on with PA. Oh, man. One sentence PA be like, oh, God, cut her mic. Get her out of here. My dude JJ, he's been on with PA a couple of times, so that's cool. But yeah, and with all due respect to Paul Allen, too, I mean, the dude loves his job. He is so dedicated to his job. And he's clearly a very, very good announcer, very excitable. He's good at what he does, but I think I might be a little too much. But maybe they need that, right? Maybe they need a little spice. You should have a weekly talk on Purple Daily. I agree, Corey. How do we make that happen? Maybe I should just reach out to him, right? It's called email. It's called send a message. But yeah, I should have a weekly segment with them. They could get a female perspective, and then I can throw some astrology in there too. Right? Yeah. Let's see. Grim Reaper, maybe you can get Tebow and have the Lord on your side. I mean, that's fine. I wouldn't mind having the Lord on my side. He can be on my side. You know, the more people on my side, that'd be all right. Yeah. Probably can't schedule during church, though. All right. But, yeah, I mean, good for Tim Tebow. He's like, I think he was just in Minnesota, actually. Because he's like a motivational speaker, isn't he? Tim Tebow. Yeah. Remember when he was in the league? Who does he play for? Was it Denver? Right? Was it the Broncos? Let's see, Ryan. Thursday was the first time I was pissed off at KOC. Uh-oh. Well, yeah. I will give him a pass, but he's on my list if he doesn't get this quarterback situation right. That's serious. When he's on Ryan's list, look out. Ryan will get spicy and call your ass out. C-Mac. Randy is a Vikings fan who is on Purple Daily. Oh, Doogie. Yeah, no. He's from Channel 5. Yes. His, God, what is his... something Duganowski or something? Yes, I do know who that is. I still don't know who Randy is. But, okay. He's a Vikings fan. Oh, wait. Is it the realistic Randy? I know of him. Doogie Wolfson. Yes. Yeah, I like him too. I've seen, he's on Channel 5. I've seen him on the news. Yeah. He seems like an alright guy. Yeah. Tebow was an Eagle for one season. I forget the year. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Let me look him up. Wasn't he on Denver? I swear he was with the Broncos. Let me look it up quick. Tim Tebow. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's with the Panthers, too. Oh, he's a Leo. Tim Tebow's a Leo. He just had a birthday. Well, I shouldn't say just. In August. Wow, he was born in the Philippines? Interesting. So, okay, Tim Tebow. He was with the Broncos from 2010 to 2011. He was with the New York Jets 2012. Patriots 2013. Eagles 2015, William. And Jacksonville 2021. Wow, that's right. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, I'm just on his Wikipedia page. August 14th of 1987. All right. So, yeah. Let's see. No, Randy from Cottage Grove. I swear he was a bit, but apparently he's real. Oh, okay. Different Randy. There's all these Randys. All right. Nice. Okay, cool. I still haven't figured out how many freaking years Kevin O'Connell is the coach for the Vikings. Do I have to freaking just go to his Wikipedia page? Sometimes I get really frustrated when I literally put exactly what I'm looking for. How long is Kevin O'Connell's? Well, I didn't put O'Connell, I put O'Connell. How long is his contract? And then it just brings me all these random articles. Okay, let's see. Yeah. AKA Dad. Okay. And the thing is, he's so young too. Kevin O'Connell is so young. He's only 40. I mean, he's definitely not the youngest coach, but let's see here. Is it going to tell me now how... Okay, here we go. No, Wikipedia doesn't even tell me how long. All it says, you guys, every single article that I've clicked on, it'll tell me. On January 21st, he signed an extension. Can you give me the details? Gigi's in the house, you guys. Here she is. I don't know if you can see her. There she is. Oh, she ran off. She's being camera shy, I guess. She's not camera shy, that's the thing. Let's see. Ryan, I think he's year 4. Okay, so how many does he have left, Ryan? Do you know? Tebow got passed around like the collection plate, literally. Just like Carson Wentz, too. Passing around. They got passed around like a lunch tray, okay? Because how many... Tim Tebow was with, like... How many teams did we just rattle off right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So, whatever. Let's see. And Carson Wentz, Prince Carson. Let's see. He is 32. He'll be 33. So, you know, for Carson Wentz, too, he's literally just finishing his Saturn return. And this is a very good example of that. Saturn will put up blockages and will put up delays. And he's a Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. I mean, we all have Capricorn somewhere in our chart. He was just born when the sun was in Capricorn. And this is a very good example of somebody finishing their Saturn return. Saturn is the greater malefic planet in astrology, and Carson Wentz right now is literally finishing up his first Saturn return. So, and some of this stuff you really can't help, but, you know, if I had access to his personal birth chart, which I don't, you know, there could be something in his birth chart about the Saturn return having to do with like a group or a community, and the fact that, you know, since he wasn't pulled out, you know, maybe just made the injury even worse, and it maybe didn't have to be that bad, but because of other people, you know, not pulling him out, because of himself wanting to stay in, you know, and this is Saturn kind of teaching a lesson a little bit, and it can be very, very harsh. So this is a really good example of somebody going through their Saturn return, their first one, and that is what Carson Wentz is going through right now. It happens, starts around age 27, and it ends around age 32, 33. Me, myself, personally, I've already went through my first Saturn return, and for me, it ended, you know, it kind of wrapped up when I was 33. So that's what Carson Wentz is dealing with right now. I will say, like, without looking at any of Carson Wentz's astrology, because I don't really know that much, I just know a couple of things that I could find. If he puts like the rehab in and puts the work in, and if he mentally wants to come back and continue to play professional football, like if he does what he's supposed to do, if he follows the PT and follows everything to a T, you know, gets his body right, gets his mind right, he could potentially come back next year. Maybe, but anyway, so just the astrology of it all. So, anywhoozle. So that's kind of all I got here, you guys. Again, I just decided to come on because I was just, and I am kind of still just kind of disgusted with it all. Like, I texted a couple of people and I was like, and I sent the Game of Thrones gif, the shame, her ringing the shame bell. It's just shameful, okay? It's shameful. Yeah, so that's all I got, you guys. But thanks for hanging. It was fun. I didn't obviously originally plan on coming on, but I heard the news and I got so irritated that I just decided to come on the internet and rant about it. So, yeah, that's what I decided to do. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking up now the Carson Wentz news, because again, I heard it on the radio originally, that season-ending surgery. So, man, and on Thursday night afterward, and now I just really feel for the dude. I just really feel bad for him, and it's just like a really good example where you like put your all in only to kind of just get shit on by like your employer or whatever it is. I don't know. It's just a bad look for the team too. And yeah, we'll see what they do. We'll see. And the thing is too, hey John, not the right team for Wentz and the wrong time. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that now, right? And not saying that you're wrong or anything like that, but Wentz was only doing what the team asked him to do, right? And they knew the caliber of quarterback that he was. And the other thing is, if McCarthy was ready on Thursday, ready enough to be active, put him in then. Put him in then. Enough dancing around it, because you guys already went all in that McCarthy was your guy. So hold to it. Okay? Hold to it. And what player is ever 100% healthy? You know? So that's just, yeah. And we could have, the majority of us saw this coming, right? We saw potential for this to happen. And if the Vikings and ownership and leadership didn't have a backup plan if McCarthy was to get injured again, which he did, that's on them. That's on them. And the fact that they cannot make any adjustments and they can't tinker, tailor, soldier, spy, anything, and they're just going to blame it all on Wentz now, that's pretty shitty, in my opinion. That's pretty shitty, and it speaks more for the team and ownership, in my opinion, than it does for, like, the players. Because, again, Carson was just doing the best that he can, okay? Did he come on this team saying, like, oh, I'm going to lead this team to a Super Bowl? I don't remember him ever saying that, right? But anyway, so hi, JV. How you doing, man? How's it going? Good to see you. The fact that he has to have surgery is an issue. 100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the little angel baby, JJ McCarthy, the little cherub, he could be one snap away from that, too. So, but you know what also makes me nervous about this, you guys? Is that, like, there is a legit threat. There is a legit threat now of he who shall not be named, one of them, Pizza Ranch Boy, coming back. Like, I could actually see the Vikings going and trying to get Kirk back on this team. No. 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 You decided already to go with McCarthy. That's what you're doing. And he's injured. Tough shit. Okay? Put Prosmer in then. Okay? The werewolf, Sam Howell, you decided to get rid of him too. This is the Vikings' problem, and they got to deal with it. All right? JV, I 100% agree with you. If McCarthy is healthy enough to be active, then he should have played. Thanks, JV. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. And that's why, you know, the majority of us know that there's more to the situation. There's always more to the situation. There is. But it just really annoys me how they, you know, the coaches will just say, we'll just use O'Connell right now. But a lot of them, it's ownership too. Again, it all goes back to ownership. It does, in my opinion. But, like, the stupid freaking little answers and things. Like, the way that they handle the press conferences and stuff when it doesn't go right and whatever. Like, do you think we're all dumb? Do you think we're dumb? I think you do. You guys, they think we're dumb. They think we're dumb. They think that we just buy, oh, well, it'll be fine. Oh, you kiss that little boo-boo and you put a little Band-Aid on it. We'll be fine. No. Okay? No, they think we're dumb. C-Mac, well, you have to head to 3M? All right, Corey, good to see you. Yes, it was really good chatting with you, Corey. Thanks for being here. And I always like to see your comments, too. Appreciate that. You have a good day. Hope your work shift goes well for you. All right. JV, if JJ gets hurt again during the Lions game, or if he looks bad against the Lions, then they'll 100% trade for Kirk at the deadline. Yeah. God. No. Another reason why I'm upset they left. And you guys, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Could this also be part of the tinfoil hat conspiracy? You guys, is that why Kevin O'Connell and everyone else decided to sacrifice our little Prince Carson out there? Because in the back of their mind, they know that Kirk doesn't want to be in Atlanta. And who got along with Kirk? Kevin O'Connell did. Because I used to call them fraternal twins. You guys, this is all part of the plan. I'm scared of that now. Like, if they bring Kirk back, I might be done. That might be enough to push me over the edge with this team and be done. And just watch from afar. You know, just watch from afar. Was that the plan all along? We're going to keep Carson out there. We're going to keep him out there until he can't play anymore. We're going to literally throw him to the Lions. Okay? We're going to throw him in the Gladiator Arena. All right? We're going to throw him out there because these other two, they're not going to be ready yet, and we can explain our way out of that paper bag. You guys, this is a conspiracy, tinfoil hat, literally to get Kirk Cousins back here. What if it is? Please, no. Please, no. God, no. Dimitri said something. I can't read anymore. McCarthy is on the bridge of injury. Well, Yeah, he's coming off an injury. And that's another thing. The team already knew that. Team already knew that last year. They already knew that. Okay? Sam Darnold wanted to stay here. They said no. Nope. No, that's not going to work. We don't want to pay you, Sam. Okay? Sam Darnold wanted to stay here, allegedly, supposedly. Vikings said, no, shoo, get out of here. Just like they did with Keenum. Just like they did with Keenum. All right? Shoo, you're not good enough. Get out of here. And they wanted Daniel Jones, allegedly, supposedly. But Daniel Jones knew that he wasn't going to be the starter because they already were going all in on McCarthy. So it's literally the Vikings' fault. They got themselves into this mess and they have to work their way out of it. They do. Like, you all decided to go all in on a kid that has never played a regular season NFL game that, you know, like you all said, came from a non-passing offense in college, a run-focused offense, and also coming off of an injury, and also expecting his very first child at the same time. That is literally putting that kid in an Instant Pot, okay? It was bound to explode. It was. Grim Reaper, I could. Yeah, I could. Yes, I could. I wouldn't be against it. And, you know, I do like the Lions because, you know, I will cheer for the Lions, and I've said this before, this is nothing new. Like, I'll cheer for them when they're not playing like Minnesota or anything like that, but it might change now. But it's like, Minnesota, why don't you take a page out of Detroit's book? Yeah, they sucked ass for a little while, but that's because they were rebuilding. The Vikings suck ass, but they don't do any rebuilding because every year it's tale as old as time. What is it every year, you guys? Literally, what is it every single year for Vikings fans? What do they say? This is our window. This is our window. No. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Get. Go on now. Get. All right. If you can hear squeaking, that's Gigi too. I probably am going to have to pop off. Go play with her for a little while. JV, I think if Kirk comes back to Minnesota, it'll be a he who shall not be named situation. Favre, he who shall not be named situation. In Green Bay, in the sense that I don't see Kirk getting along with JJ. Oh, interesting. You know, yeah, I don't know about that. Potentially. Yeah, that could potentially happen. And the one thing that could save us from not having Pizza Ranch Boy return is the fact that he would cost too much money. I don't know the exact, like, cost of any of that, but that could be the one saving grace of him not coming back. Right? And unfortunately, I could just see it happen. I really could. Well, Kirk already knows the system. Kirk already played with Kevin O'Connell. No. My God. No. It's like, you're going with the kid, okay? So the kid it is. Like, that's what you decided to do. Anyway. Oh, Dimitri. Yeah. I got my Timberwolves shirt on right here, sir. I got my sweatshirt on right here. I got my KG for MVP back here. Heck yeah. So that's one thing. Sports fans, you guys. Minnesota sports fans. We can watch basketball. The Timberwolves started now, so we got that. They lost to the freaking Lakers the other night, though. But Timberwolves play tonight, too. I think it's on Peacock. And I canceled my Peacock until the traitors come back. So I might renew my Peacock subscription a little early, so maybe I can watch some Timberwolves games. But yeah, I never get to watch because they're actually, I think the Timberwolves are on ESPN on Wednesday, so I will be able to watch then. But yeah, anyway. Nice. Thanks, Dimitri. Yeah, I love this sweatshirt. And I have a blanket, too, with the old school Timberwolves logo and the trees. So somebody finally listened to me because I had been talking about for years that they should bring back the old Timberwolves logo. They should bring back the little trees. Okay, the little trees. And what did they do this year? What did they do last night? They debuted the court and the uniforms in the old school trees and the old school Timberwolf. So finally, somebody's listening to me. If only the Vikings would do the same. Right? So anyway, hey Redbird, hey JJ, how you doing? Yeah, I came on after work to do a rant because Carson Wentz is injured and he's out now, and I'm pissed at the team. Yeah, and the lights in the background, yeah, those are fun. I like those a lot. They're technically called little fairy lights or whatever. So yeah, I started with one stream, the original stream, about a little over an hour ago, and then I was talking to everybody, and then YouTube just ended the stream. I was getting a little too spicy, I guess. So then I started the second one now. But yeah, yes, he's out for the year. He has to have season-ending shoulder surgery. That was the title of my other stream before it got taken down. But yeah, so, and too, JJ, because you just joined, this is now just like the tinfoil hat stuff is just going even more, because like I was talking to you about in your stream last night about Kirk Cousins potentially coming back to Minnesota now. This could give even more credence to that. And then, JV's comment earlier, it literally just is now making me think that, like, was this entire thing planned? Like, we're going to sacrifice Prince Carson, because we know he's barely holding it together. That's why Kevin O'Connell didn't pull him out, because he's like, in the back of his mind, Kevin O'Connell's like, oh, he's so close. He's so close. He's going to be done. And then I can call my precious Kirk and bring him back, because he'll do exactly what I want him to do. I can't. You guys, I'm convinced. I've convinced myself of it. All right? I've convinced myself that that is the new tinfoil hat conspiracy going on right now. Ah! Spread the word, you guys, because I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him for keeping Carson out there until he's literally broken and he can't come back, so that Kevin can get his precious little Pizza Ranch boy back. I'm serious. Like, if he does come back, we talked about it here first, you guys. We talked about it here first, the whole conspiracy of it. JJ, oh, don't get into conspiracy mode. The country's had enough of that. Well, I already am. I put my tinfoil hat on. Yeah, but this is just, this is just Pizza Ranch boy stuff. This isn't, in all reality, it's really not that serious, right? Because it's just football. JV, do you think with how things went with Wentz, that'll hurt the Vikings' reputation amongst players across the league with the way they threw Wentz to the Wolves, essentially? Yeah, speaking of Timberwolves, right? I mean, I couldn't see how it wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I think so. And the fact, too, that it was on prime time you were on display for everybody, right? It wasn't just like a regular season game, in the afternoon, right? Where, you got your normal crowd watching or whatever. Oh no, the Vikings always do this. They always embarrass themselves during prime time. Always. So yeah, I mean, that's a really good point, JV. Really good point. And, yeah, I can't remember who said this earlier in the stream, but Daniel Jones probably sitting over there chuckling. I mean, probably not chuckling at Wentz's demise, but damn, I'm glad that I'm not there, right? John, more worried about long-term solution. Maybe look at potential sellers building through draft picks. Yeah. And this would be, to make a good situation out of a shitty situation. I can't think of something funny right now, but to make something good out of something bad, where the Vikings are right now, use this as an opportunity, like John said, where you're basically, running on fumes as it is. So take this as an opportunity to literally rebuild your team, because that's kind of what's already going on anyway. So this whole we have this little window to no, you didn't. No, you don't. And you never did. Okay? There was no window, this hypothetical window that they're talking about. Okay, no. No. The majority of us can see through that BS. We can. And honestly, you guys, I'm just waiting for a text from Cousin Mark about all this. All right? I'm waiting for a text from Cousin Mark to be like, what the hell? Right? Because a lot of you know that I get updates from my cousin Mark during the games, but I haven't heard from him yet. But maybe he doesn't know, actually. He might be, he's probably listening to the radio, because I'm like, I think he's out in the field, working. So to make a long story short, the Vikings could use this situation where they are right now to rebuild. Like, that is already what they're doing. So just do it. Just do it. But that leads me again. We're circling all the way back. I'm probably going to wrap it up here because I've just been rambling for too long. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been fun talking to you guys. This just circles back to the real problem, in my opinion, with the team is ownership. Like, the Wilfs are notorious for never wanting to go bare bones. They just don't, because they always want to be in the mix. They always want to be talked about. Because you guys, obviously, that's more money in their pocket. Okay, that's more money in their pocket. Mars Attacks! Hey! Voristic, you're optimistic about JJ. Yeah, I definitely, I agree. Yes, I think JJ McCarthy has total potential. I definitely think he does. I personally think it's probably going to take a couple of years. Just from I'm mainly basing that off of just the little bit of astrology that I was able to find for JJ McCarthy, like his own personal astrology. But then just kind of seeing things, like, it might take a year or two. So, perfect opportunity right now for the Vikings and if you have to, like, build from scratch, kind of, quote, silently, like, behind the scenes, fine, do it then. Because we all know at this point, the Vikings and ownership, they're not transparent. They're not. They're very secretive, okay? And I get it to an extent, because you're not trying to lay out all your dirty laundry, for everybody to see. I get it. But they need to quit dancing around the fact that, like, oh, well, we're in this window. No, you're not. Okay? You're not. You're not in this window. You're not. If you thought you were, guess what? You're wrong. And you need to find a different avenue. You need to go down a different path. The Vikings are just, they have a hard time doing that. Voristic. I deleted his game highlights on my brain. They run like, oh, for sure. They run like the Illuminati. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you cannot be, in my opinion, for entertainment only, you cannot be billionaire status without some of that going on. Okay? All right. So, anyway. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, we already talked about the Chauncey Billups situation a little bit on here, but let's see. JV, I think JJ hasn't played enough in the NFL for there to be a real read on how good he is in the NFL. He'll be in the NFL, right? Yeah. He could be very good, but he hasn't played enough to prove if the potential is real or not. Yes, you're totally right. And with a lot of Vikings fans, that what I've been hearing, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard this too, that is one of the issues, is like, put him out there so we can see what we have, so they can see, right? So why is there all this trepidation? Just like we were talking about before, if he was well enough to be suited up and to be available on Thursday, so why didn't you play him on Thursday? Oh, well, he wasn't 100%. Well, guess what? He was active, though. So what if Carson would have went down in that game? Oh, what if, Max would have went down in that game? Guess what? He would have had to play. So that actually just gives more credence to the conspiracy that Kevin O'Connell kept Prince Carson out there to get him off the team so he could bring his precious Pizza Ranch boy back. And you guys, when is the trade deadline? I'm going to look that up. And then I should really go because Gigi's giving me the cold shoulder now. She's like, hey, you took me for a walk a couple hours ago, but you've been done with work. Trade deadline, NFL. When is it? Voristic. My Miami Heat started doing good without Terry selling us. I'm bringing my good juju to the Vikings. There you go. Nice. And Pat Riley, he's still he's not still the head coach. He's like the owner of the Miami Heat now. I'm gonna look him up quick. Let's see. Oh, he's team president. Okay. Man, he's 80 already. Wow. Okay. Trade deadline for the NFL. And what's going on with Jimmy Butler and the Heat? Is he still there? Jimmy Butler, who was also on the Timberwolves for a short amount of time. And Jimmy Butler actually saw the writing on the wall with Karl Anthony Towns, but nobody wanted to listen to him. I mean, he kind of went about it the wrong way, but, you know, Jimmy Butler saw through the fact that Karl Anthony Towns was not a leader. The Timberwolves gave him way too long of a leash, you know, for lack of better words. I maybe shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, how many years was Karl Anthony Towns on the Timberwolves? It's like the cat, no pun intended, he's not a leader. He's not the leader of a team, and he's just not. It took Anthony Edwards being on the Timberwolves less than a year for, okay, this is the leader that we needed on this team. All right. He's the GM. Okay. Oh, Jimmy's on the Warriors now. Okay. Pat Riley wanted to lowball him. All right. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Butler's his own thing too, so. All right, you guys, so the trade deadline for the NFL is next week. It's next Tuesday, for those of you that didn't know. I did not know, so I had to look it up. It's next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central. All right. So how long is Michael Penix Jr. out for? Because, again, Pizza Ranch Boy did start yesterday for the Falcons. And did he throw a touchdown? No. It was Kirk specials all day. And if you're not familiar with Kirk special, it's like, Kirk, we really need a touchdown right now. We could really use a touchdown, okay? And then Kirk says, well, could I interest you in field goal range? Okay, so that's the Kirk special. Just so nobody's confused. But let me see here. I want to see how long Michael Penix Jr. is out. And then I'm going to go. I keep saying I'm going to go. The true Minnesotan I am. Minnesota, goodbye. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay, why did this bring me to Twitter? Get out of here. Twitter? And yes, I still call it Twitter. Let's see. I have so many tabs open on my computer, you guys. I just went to the tab of how to clean your washing machine properly. Let's see here. Falcons injury updates. What do we got here? Latest on Michael Penix Jr. As the Falcons prepare to travel to Foxborough to take on the Patriots, the focus shifts to health, blah, blah, blah. I'm on ProFootballNetwork.com, just for reference. Let's see. All right, so it sounds like Michael Penix is day-to-day. All right, so, yeah, we don't really know much more now, but we'll see. Anyway, so we shall see. Let's see. My dog needs to go out too. She's hawking me down. Yeah, me and you are in the same boat. Yeah. Gigi already came over here. Then I turned the camera on her and she ran off. So, yeah, the dogs call, don't they? But, yeah. So, tell your dog I say hi. Give her a little pat for me. Yeah. Won't judge it on the disappointing loss. The O-line and D-line has looked good at times. Yeah, John, actually, you make a really good point. And you don't really hear a lot of people saying that because I think a lot of people will just kind of, you know, that's another excuse for the team is like, well, we haven't had the right O-line or the wrong defensive line. But yeah, John, to your point, Carson Wentz has had time, right? I mean, it hasn't been super, super great, but there's been time there. And like this Brian Flores defense too that everybody's yakking about all the time. Like, okay. I was in Vocal Vike, shout out to Rap. I was in his, he had a live stream yesterday morning and I was in there and, you know, he was kind of talking about that too a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. this team's got a lot of problems, all right? Got a lot of problems. It's an early Festivus, okay? So, yeah, and I think it's just a lot of excuses. And for me, as a fan, they would get so much more respect from me if they would just be honest about stuff a lot of the time. And I get they can't be like 100% honest all the time with the ongoings. I get it. But like enough with this like dancing around whatever's going on, right? Because at the end of the day, like that's where the rumors, the conspiracies happen, and people are gonna dig around and they're gonna find out and they're gonna call you out. So might as well be just straightforward with it. So, but I also think that that's part of the problem, that Kevin O'Connell, he doesn't have any answers. He doesn't have any answers. They don't have any answers because their plan was to go with McCarthy, and their plan was foiled, and now they're caught with their pants at their ankles and they don't know what to do. Simple as that, in my opinion. But anyway, so it's over an hour now. It's getting dark. Oh my God, it's almost 6 o'clock. I've been like raging for like 2 hours. You guys, I can just go off. It's like you put a dime in, okay? Put a dime in. But I think I am actually going to end the rant stream, but it was fun talking about, and to end it, I just feel bad for Carson, and we'll see where the chips fall with the Vikings. So, I mean, they're gonna bring another quarterback in here. They're going to. All right? They're going to. They have to. They have to. Who's it going to be? And you guys, before I jump off here, the couple of you that are still on, thanks again everybody for joining, hanging out, is who's available. Like, who's out there? I'm sure there are quarterbacks out there, but who? And we could start another really, like, rabbit hole conspiracy where KOC just wants to put that helmet on. He just wants to get under center. He does. He wants to be the quarterback of the team. Then he can just do what he wants, okay? It's like, fine, Kevin, you know what? If you want to be the quarterback of the team, you go be the quarterback of the team. All right, Kevin? You go put on a helmet, and you scamper around out there, and you run your fancy plays the way that you want to do it, because guess what? You're the quarterback now. So why don't you just go do it, okay? So maybe that's what we'll get. But yeah, so anyway. All right, everybody. I do think I'm going to sign off now. Again, typical Minnesota goodbye. And appreciate you guys hanging out on my Carson Wentz is out. The team should be ashamed stream. Okay, my second one. Because for whatever reason, the first one just stopped. That was very odd. But I'm going to go hang out with my dog, take her outside, and probably put the radio back on, listen to what everybody else is having to say. And thanks for hanging out. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Monday, or whenever you happen to be watching this. And the plan is that I am planning on streaming Survivor on Wednesday. It's going to be season 49, episode 6, I think. So I'll be doing a watch along for that. And depending how it goes, the Timberwolves are playing right after that on Wednesday, and it will be on a channel that I actually can watch. So I might hang out a little bit longer for some Timberwolves action, but we'll see. We'll see. Because, you know, I have an early bedtime, so. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. It was fun to chat with you guys. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Breaking news, again, with the Vikings. Breaking news. And hope Carson Wentz can heal up just for his sake. And Minnesota Vikings, we'll see what they do. But appreciate everybody popping on. Until next time, be good. Take care. All right. Peace out, everybody. Bye.